People always say, nothing interesting ever happens in small towns. Those people have never met my cousin. Malik.it was a Saturday morning, and I was minding my business, trying to eat cereal in peace, when Malik burst into my house like he was escaping a zombie apocalypse. "Yo," he said, breathing hard. "Put on shoes. We gotta go." I blinked at him. "Go where?" "I just woke up." He pointed at me like I was the irrational one. "You can wake up later. This is urgent." "Malik, the only urgent thing in my life right now is finding out why this cereal tastes like disappointment." He looked around my kitchen, noticed the empty milk jug sitting on the counter, and said, "Bro, that's because you used coffee creamer." I stared at my bowl. He was right. Anyway, before I could fix my breakfast tragedy, he grabbed my arm. "We're going on an adventure." "No," I said instantly. "The last time you said that, we ended up running from a goose." He threw his hands up. "How was I supposed to know geese had territorial issues?" "You tried to pet it. It looked soft." I sighed because you can't argue with someone who fundamentally thinks in cartoon logic. "What is it this time?" I asked. Malik pulled out what looked like a hand-drawn map. And when I say hand-drawn, I don't mean cute treasure map doodles. I mean a full sheet of notebook paper covered in scribbles, arrows, and one oddly detailed drawing of a squirrel wearing sunglasses. I squinted. "What am I looking at?" He puffed out his chest like he was presenting a work of modern art. "Proof." "Of what?" "That old Mr. Harper is a liar." I blinked hard. "Excuse me? You know how he always says there's nothing in the woods behind his property?" "Yes?" "Well, my guy Jamal saw a weird glow back there last night." "A glow?" I repeated, unimpressed. "A glow," he said again, nodding like we had just discovered a new planet. "So either there's buried treasure, aliens, or some kind of woodland rave." I rubbed my temples. "Malik, we are not going." "Too late," he said, grabbing my wrist. "I already told Jamal we'd meet him." I tried to dig my heels in, did not work, tried to reason with him, also did not work, and tried to pretend to faint, worked for 0.2 seconds. Eventually, I gave up and put on shoes. Outside, Jamal was leaning against his bike, sipping orange soda and looking like he was regretting all his life choices. "You told him?" Jamal asked Malik. "Yeah," Malik said proudly. "He's coming." Jamal looked at me with pity. "My condolences." I exhaled. "Where is this glow exactly?" Malik pointed dramatically to the woods. "The unknown." "You mean those trees behind Mr. Harper's house?" "Yes," he said. "The forbidden forest. It is literally just 5 acres of pine trees." "Not with that attitude." As we neared the woods, Jamal whispered, "If we get kidnapped by forest ghosts, I'm haunting both of you." We slipped past Mr. Harper's fence, quietly, respectfully, and absolutely illegally. The forest smelled like pine needles and secrets. Birds chirped overhead like they were gossiping about us. About 15 minutes in, Malik suddenly gasped and pointed at the ground. "There! Tracks!" I squinted at the dirt. "Malik, those are boot prints." "Exactly," he said triumphantly. "Someone was walking. That's what boots do." "No, but these," he whispered, "have purpose." Jamal leaned over and squinted too. "Malik, those are your own shoes." Malik looked down, looked back up and said, "Well, mystery solved." I swear I almost turned around right then and there. But 10 minutes deeper into the woods we found something. A clearing. And in the middle of it a giant glowing object. Blue pulsing light, low humming sound. Definitely not natural. We froze. Jamal whispered, "Please tell me we just found a rave." Malik whispered back, "Bro, it's aliens." I swallowed hard. Okay. We don't panic. We don't touch anything. Then Malik immediately walked toward it. "Don't." I yelled that he touched it with one finger. The light flickered. The humming got louder. The ground vibrated. "And I swear on everything I love," Malik whispered. "Oh." Jamal dropped his soda. I dropped my sanity. The glowing object shifted, split open. And that's when we realized this adventure was about to get way dumber than any of us were prepared for. The glowing object split down the middle with a hiss, like a soda can opening in surround sound. Blue light spilled out onto the clearing, washing over us until we all looked like we'd been dipped in Gatorade. Malik whispered, "Bro, we discovered alien technology." Jamal whispered back, "If a little green man jumps out, I'm swinging." Meanwhile, I was debating whether it was too late to flee the country. The object kept unfolding. Panels sliding, lights blinking, weird fog drifting out like a dramatic entrance in a music video. My heart was pounding. Malik's jaw was dropped. Jamal's hands were curled into fists like a nervous backup dancer preparing for battle. Finally, when the light dimmed enough to actually see what was inside, we all leaned forward, we held our breath. And then Malik said, "Bruh," because what sat inside the glowing object was not an alien, not a robot, not even a portal to another dimension. It was a vending machine. A vending machine, covered in LED strips, wrapped in reflective tape like someone tried to cosplay it as a UFO. Jamal blinked. "Why is it glowing like it's about to drop the hottest mixtape of 2025? I walked closer and wiped some condensation off the front. There it was, clear as day, Hyper SNAX 9000, limited prototype, property of Harper Industries, not removed from test site. I stared. And then I stared harder. Wait, Harper Industries? Mr. Harper? The Mr. Harper? The one with the garden gnomes and the angry eyebrows. Malik's mouth fell open. "Bro, Old Man Harper is out here building futuristic snack machines?" Jamal looked offended. He couldn't tell us? He couldn't hook us up with free hot Cheetos. Then, because the universe lives to stress me out, the vending machine lit back up, scanned us with a little blue laser, and spoke out loud in a robotic voice. "Hello, unregistered snack consumers detected." Malik screamed and jumped behind me. "Bro, it talks." I staggered forward. "Don't hide behind me. I'm not a shield." The machine beeped again. "Would you like to try Mystery SNAX Limited Edition? Price, free. Free." Malik immediately stepped forward. "Say less." I grabbed his arm. "Think about your life, Malik." He shook me off. "It's free food. I can't just walk away." Jamal nodded solemnly. He has a point. The machine whirred. A compartment opened. A small metallic packet slid out. The packet was glowing. Actually glowing. Malik snatched it and held it up triumphantly. "Look at this. It's straight from the future." Jamal said, "Open it." I screamed, "Do not open." He opened it. A puff of neon blue smoke shot out like a magic trick gone horribly wrong. Malik inhaled it by accident. His eyes widened. "Oh no," I whispered. "Oh no, oh no, oh no." Malik stood completely still, not blinking, not breathing, just vibrating slightly. "Bro," I said. "Malik? Hello?" He slowly turned toward us, eyes glowing faintly blue. That's when he grinned, way too wide, and said, in a voice that absolutely did not sound like him, "I can taste colors." Jamal stepped back. Nope, I'm out." I grabbed Malik's shoulders. "Are you okay?" He started laughing, like Joker origin story laughing. Then he took off running into the trees at full speed. Full speed, gone. Just a blue blur screaming, "I can hear math." Jamal looked at me like this was my fault. "This is why I wanted to stay home." I groaned. "We have to go get him." "Why?" he asked. This feels natural for him. But we both knew we couldn't let Malik run through the woods high on future snacks. We chased after him, tripping over roots, branches slapping us in the face, me wheezing like a dehydrated lawn mower. Finally, after about 10 minutes of chaos, we heard his voice up ahead. Guys, come here. You gotta see this." Jamal whispered, "If he's talking to a squirrel, I'm going home." We pushed through the bushes and froze, because Malik was standing in another clearing, blue light still flickering around him, staring at something none of us expected, something huge, something glowing. something that definitely was not another vending machine. Jamal whispered, "Bro, what is that?" Malik grinned wildly. The adventure just got real. I swallowed hard. Because he wasn't wrong. I was already convinced my life had too many side quests and not enough main plot. So, background. After the whole lost dog that wasn't actually lost and belonged to a man who collects bowling trophies incident, I thought my week had peaked. I was wrong. It started on Sunday morning. I was walking out to get the mail, half awake, wearing socks that absolutely did not match. One had strawberries, the other had tiny screaming cartoon ghosts. Don't ask. As I'm shuffling to the mailbox, I see a crowd forming at the end of the street. Actual crowd. Like someone was giving out free iPhones or fighting a raccoon barehanded. Around here, either is possible that I walk over and my neighbor, Mr. Delgado, who has the energy of a man who power walks competitively, waves me down. "There he is," he says, pointing at me like I'm the answer to a riddle nobody wanted to solve. I'm like, "Who? Me? The guy who hasn't even brushed their hair today." But everyone is staring at me with this weird mix of excitement and pity. Then I see it. A giant poster of me, my face, my actual face, blown up to the size of a small car. Apparently, brace yourself, someone had snapped a picture of me during yesterday's street cleanup event. You know, the one I only went to because Yelp said the volunteers got free tacos afterward? Yeah, that one. And they caught the exact moment I dropped a trash bag, stepped backwards, tripped over nothing, and fell into a bush. The picture looked like I was being swallowed alive by nature itself. It was majestic, horrible. Life-changing. The city apparently thought the photo was authentic and captured community spirit, so they used it in full color on a flyer that went viral locally, like really viral. I became the neighborhood cleanup mascot. I had no say in this. None. By noon, someone recognized me in the grocery store. "Oh my gosh, you're the bush person." I didn't even buy the milk I came for. I just walked out. Milk? Overrated. Dignity? Already gone. But the worst part was later that evening when Mrs. Carter from 2 houses down knocked on my door holding one of the flyers. She said, "Sweetheart, could you sign this for my granddaughter? She thinks you're so real. So real. As if falling into bushes is some kind of talent." But fine, I signed it. I wrote "Stay grounded," because apparently embarrassment makes me punny. And then, because life is strange, things actually got kind of wholesome. People kept stopping me to say hi. They joked about it, but gently. Not bully style, more "you made our week funnier" style. Even the teens who usually travel in sarcastic packs started calling me legend. And honestly, I'll take it. The end of the week, the flyers disappeared, replaced by some new city announcement, but for a brief moment in time, I was that person. The bushfall hero, the accidental mascot, the unwilling celebrity of Maplewood Lane. And weirdly, I didn't hate it. It was kinda nice seeing everyone laugh together over something harmless. Life throws me chaos like it's a hobby, but at least this time it brought people together. Plus, I walk more carefully now. You never know when someone has a camera.